Okay, so what I showed you guys earlier was making LB broth, correct? Well, this is the LB broth bottle, and I'm going to inoculate that broth with B mega bacteria, okay? And that is how we make the bacteria bottle for antimicrobials bench, okay? Now, our materials. Well, here's the yellow tape. I told you guys earlier about the blue tape and how the blue tape says that it is no bacteria inside, right? Well, the yellow tape says that there is bacteria. What bacteria? B mega bacillus megaterium bacteria, okay? And then I have my plate right here, and I got it from the all cultures box, and I want to make sure that either the bottle is warm or the plate is warm, okay? I have my marker right here, my fine marker, so I can make my labels. I have my inoculating loop. This inoculating loop here is to help us streak bacteria off the plate. And then I have my alcohol burner, and I have my matches. As I am using this alcohol burner, I'm not going to make sure neither the alcohol is by the matches or the matches is by the alcohol. You want to make sure that your area is pretty safe and secured, okay? So I'm going to dig right into this, and I'm going to show you guys different techniques on how to streak bacteria from the plate and how to make your inoculate your bottle with bacteria, okay? So I'm going to start with taking my top off, light it up here. I keep my matches right over there, okay? Now when you're completely done with this, and when you're done with your experiment or during the experiment, you want to go to the faucet, make sure the water is on, and you still want to make sure that this match is burnt out completely, and then you want to toss it into the recycled green bin, okay? Now, that's burning there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to twist and turn it until it goes orange. And I'm going to burn the whole loop, okay? Make sure the whole loop is burning and getting cleaned and sterilized. Now the top of the inoculating loop is important. Why? Is because that's the part that's actually going to get the bacteria, okay? And then you want to burn not half of the loop, but pretty much a third of the loop, because some of that portion of the loop is going to actually submerge into the broth, okay? As I'm burning this, okay, I'm going to let it cool. And I usually go like this underneath my hand, because once again, I don't want anything to fall onto the loop, okay? As I'm doing that, I'm going to look at my my plate, and I'm going to say, well, which area of the plate is pretty much good where I can get one good streak off this plate and good enough for the bottle. As this is happening, I look at the plate, I got my plate, or I got the area of the bacteria which I'm going to streak. I want to make sure my top is loosened where I can easily take it off, okay? Easily take it off, right? You don't want to have your bacteria on your loop and you're fidgeting with this top. You're wasting time, okay? And you're giving more risk towards the loop to be contaminated. So now that my loop is fine, I look at my bacteria and I have it pointing downward. I don't want to go like this, even though some people might use that as a good way to streaking bacteria. I've adapted where I have this plate covered completely, and I use my loop and I get one good streak going downward. That's one good streak. Turn it, my loop downward, and I'm going to submerge my loop into my liquid. All right, as you guys can see, I have my top covering it and I have my loop going down, and just the tip of the inoculating loop is there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with one of my fingers to shake off the bacteria. Why am I hitting it instead of just going downward or shaking it? Well, if I do that, this is what happens. Usually people doesn't notice that their hand go up and down, which means you're actually placing the loop further into the liquid than it should be in an area that is not sterilized. Once I've shaken off the bacteria is shaken off, we're good. I place my top back on, and I'm going to sterilize my loop once again. Once I sterilize my loop, I'm going to place this inoculating loop back into where it belongs. Okay, Let that cool off. Place my plate over here. Now we have loosen my top all the way, or tighten it, unloosen it just once, so it's good enough. I'm gonna swirl around like this. Make sure I got my bacteria in there, which I do. And then that's when I'm gonna use my yellow tape, okay? Once again, this yellow tape is for labeling and recognizing what type of bottles we have, okay? We're gonna need 4 different types of labels. Okay, we're going to need the B mega bacteria. Okay, we need the initials of who did it, and we need the date, which is 8/7/17. Once I do that, I'm going to place this label right onto the bottle, like so. And we're going to place this bottle right into the an incubator. The incubator the incubator is there to have us grow bacteria. And when we're working with a B mega bottle, we're going to take it about 2 to 3 days for it to inoculate and give it its full growth of bacteria. And that is how you make inoculating broth.